We don't forget about the Pac-12 here at MarkRogersTV, the voice of college football. Respect, much respect to the Pac-12, our West Coast friends. Great to see you. All right, we are fixing scheduling. Everybody's talking about the playoff. Everybody's talking about let's fix the playoff. I am at the front of the line. Let's fix the stupid playoff. It's not a playoff. It's an invitational. All right, I've explained that elsewhere, and most of you are on board. All right, the Pac-12 schedule needs fixed. Even though it's as close to the Big 12 as the other conferences are, it's the second most fair schedule, not because of anything special or ingenious that the Pac-12 has done, but because of only having 12 teams compared to the 14 in the Big 10, the ACC, and the SEC, plus having the combination of just 12 teams and 9 conference games means that each team in the Pac-12 only misses 2 opponents, possible opponents, in each year. Okay, so that leaves less possibility and probability that the schedules will be unfair. But the schedules are still unfair. I've pointed it out many times, each and every season, in looking at the Pac-12 schedule, where a team will play 4 of the 6 teams in the other division and will miss maybe the 2 best teams from the previous season, where they will be competing for a division championship against the team that gets to play the 4 worst teams from the previous season and misses the 2 best teams. Okay, happens every year, but at least in the Pac-12, the room for error, the margin for error and unfairness is limited based on, again, only 12 teams in the conference and 9 conference games, so you only miss 2 possible opponents. But we still need to fix it. We'll fix it this way. All right. Eliminate the divisions. Let's get the 2 best teams on the field in the championship game. All right. I have thought about it. I've searched online. I have looked for any argument out there that is pro-division play that makes sense. It's just easier to keep track of. Is basically the only pro argument for keeping division play. And this coming from a guy who was not on any kind of rampage or tirade about eliminating divisions before. I didn't have any issue with the divisions. But what they do is tie up scheduling. They make it impossible, especially in the SEC and the ACC, to deliver a fair and balanced and equitable schedule. They make it almost impossible. So get rid of the divisions. Because what we need is the fairest, most balanced, and equitable way to determine who is the true best team. Or to get the 2 best teams to the conference championship game so that they can play on the field. We like this, actually playing on the field to determine the best team. All right, so in the Pac-12, we're going to protect the rivalries. So every year, Oregon State play, Washington State, Arizona State, USC, UCLA, and any other rivalries. Cal and Stanford, of course, the big game. And also the Pac-12 has a condition right now where all the teams in California must play. And if the Pac-12 is that concerned about that, and that's important to the Pac-12, we will protect that stipulation in the schedule as well. That's fine. What we need, though, is that in this 9-game schedule, all the teams that any given team plays has to add up to a 500 record from the previous season. We cannot guarantee, nobody can guarantee a fair schedule in the moment. Here's the reason why. There are injuries. Teams get better throughout the season. They get worse throughout the season. And we can't accurately, to a T, perfectly accurately project how much a team's going to improve or decline from season to season. But we can at least build a fair schedule on paper. The Big 12 actually does it right, where everybody plays everybody. That's the reason you form a division or conference, is so that everybody plays everyone to determine the true champion. That's the way it should be done. We should go back to 10 teams in a conference, like the old days in the Big 10 and the SEC. Pre-1992, we had 10 teams in the Big 10 and the SEC, and everybody played everyone. And you had a 9-game conference schedule, there you go. We could play 3 non-conference games, and we will get to the non-conference scheduling. Believe me, we're going to nail that one. So we'll get to that next. So the Pac-12 is going to be fixed, and the unfair scheduling's gone. Everybody's schedule is going to add up to a 500 record, or if you've watched the previous videos, you know it's impossible 500 exactly, because 9 times 9 is 81. But either a 40 and 41 record or 41 and 40 record for every team in the Pac-12. There you go. It can be done. If you want me to build the Pac-12 schedule, it's an easy way. Share the videos on social media. Get this video to 10,000 views, and I will build the Pac-12 schedule that will protect all the rivalries and will deliver a 40 and 40 give and take a game. You get my drift. 500 record for every school in the Pac-12. Completely fair schedule. Delivered by Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football. We'll be back to build non-conference scheduling. This I love. We will build non-conference scheduling that is fair, so we can evaluate all the teams in the country to then build a playoff system that makes sense. We're all about making sense here at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football. Logic, reason, debate, discussion. We aim to deliver the best. We appreciate your contribution, whether it be financial or just hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell for the notifications. That way you know when we're going live. That's why you subscribe, because we go live just about every day, and typically multiple times per day, talking college football with you, right here at the Voice of College Football.